Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in here on Raw Statue Reviews. Today we have this massive beast of a statue on the review table. This of course is Steppenwolf from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Prime on Studio, 1/3 scale, approximately 1 meter tall, so almost as tall as a 1/2 piece. Steppenwolf here in the armor from the Zack Snyder Justice League version. That is this kind of permanently moving armor he wore in the movie, which looks great and is also resembled here with all these spikes coming out of the armor, which are more or less randomly sticking out in different directions, so kind of resembling this movement of the armor. Very, very cool. This is the regular constellation here of the statue with the signature X, which is the only switch out here for the left arm. So the left arm is just this arm pointing down, which is permanently attached to the statue, and then the only left hand is this X, which is badass. We will look at this in detail in a second. And then holding the opening mother box, which can light up, which is very cool, which I can also show you in a second later. And down here we have the deluxe items, which is another switch out arm for the right arm, just with a fist pointing down, and then we have a fist switch out here for the mother box. We have a closed mother box, which is basically just this block of painted glossy black. And then we have this bonus item here, which is the little spider metallic thing that he uses to extract information from his victims. Kind of a brain-sucking, mind-sucking thing, whatever. So that's probably my only nitpick. If I had been smart, I would have gone for the regular version, because that is how I will display the thing. And this is 2499. What you see, no, 1499 is what you see here. Just the X, the opening up, light up mother box. And these 4 items here, excuse me, these 4 items here are $300 more. So the arm, 2 hands, and this black box here are $300 more, which look cool. I will never use this arm, probably. I will never use this fist. I might use the spider from time to time, but the mother box is much cooler. And this closed mother box doesn't make any sense, because this one here is much more badass. So I could have saved $300, to be honest. Didn't realize that when I bought the thing. So usually I always go DX, just as a standard. But in this case, if you are on the fence, I can recommend you the regular version. You will probably not need these 4 items here, and you save $300, which is a lot of money, especially in this economy at the moment. So let's check out the statue in detail. Starting with the base. Make this quick, because this is the standard Justice League base that you've seen in many of my videos, hopefully already. We've got the Darkseid, the Steppenwolf kind of logo here in the front that resembles more or less his helmet. I'm not sure whether this is an official logo, but anyway. We have these tentacles. I think they are a bit more black, these bases of Darkseid and Steppenwolf, to somehow differentiate a little bit from the more silver bases from the Justice League. But the design is pretty much the same. We have a nice rock surface here on the base, which looks good, not too plasticky, nice colors. You could say that the Darkseid base is a little bit more exciting with the lava effect and everything, but the lava was so plasticky that I almost prefer the base, which is just plain rock, but somehow looks a bit more realistic. Steppenwolf in his armor here, very gray, silverish of course. So the only color added to this piece is the axe and then this opening up mother box here. And some pieces of his flesh. But very, very cool armor. Of course, I love that they went with the Zack Snyder version of this piece and not with the original one, which looked kind of silly. This one here looks badass. So we have these two toes. Very nice color here on the toenails. So you can see, let's zoom in a little bit here. And then you also see his flesh here shining through. The armor body itself, I think it's potentially a polystone sub-body and then some kind of maybe harder plastic pieces probably glued on it. I'm not sure how they did it, to be honest. Maybe this is also full polystone. Yeah, it could also be full polystone. So this is definitely, I think, plastic, so the spikes. So I'm not sure how they did it. Could also be all polystone. What is definitely plastic are these pieces here. This loincloth things that you attach with pegs to his body, front and back. So these are quite light and bendable, and you just insert them in there. The armor is very intricate, looks very cool, although lots of silvers and grays, as I said, that's still standing out. And you have this movement here with the spikes and this armor here in the top, especially of the body. So a couple of them are permanently attached, a lot, like 15 or so, you have to insert by yourself. They are not color-coded, which would have been easier, but they are numbered and are supposed to be in a certain order placed in the box, but that turned out to not be correct, so they probably messed up with placing them in the box correctly, and so it's really difficult if you follow the instructions. The pieces that are supposed to go here and there do not really fit all the time, so you have to find out yourself more or less where these pieces belong. But after 5 to 10 minutes you will finally succeed, potentially. And yeah, looks very, very cool. So here a interesting detail of his anatomy. So we have 2 toes here on each leg, just being appendices here on the lower legs. So yeah, he is kind of a mixture of a human and kind of beast-like thing. Definitely something special here. He also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers, apparently. No, 7 in total. Let me see, where's the 7th finger here? Here 2, 5, oh yeah, 6, 7 fingers, exactly. So interesting detail as well. We have this massive axe, very, very heavy, super detailed, love it. Also love the colors in it. I like this more than Darkseid staff, which is also cool. But this here is really his signature weapon in the movie. So cool that he's holding it here in his left hand. Really, really nice. Paint here on the hands, very good. Sculpt as well, super nice. So this mother box here lights up, as you can see. Pretty strong LEDs. Looking really very, very good. Would have been cool if it would be flickering somehow, because then also you could, or somehow moving or so, to also resemble the movement here of the mother box. Looks very cool at night. I had this on yesterday night and looked really, really great. Face sculpt, very cool as well. So let's check this out here. Really nicely painted eyes. Super, super cool detail. Again, two of these horns here. Looks a bit like his toes on the chin. Kind of this determined, but also a little bit dumb face. Yeah, very, very cool. And then his helmet, of course, which has the form of his logo or whatever. Also nice intricate details here on this piece. You can see a little seam line, of course, where the head connects, but it's not too bad because you have all these kind of seams on the armor, so it blends in very nicely. Same with this hand. You can see a little seam line here, which is the zigzag line, which doesn't bother too much. Same here with that hand. Okay, so let's check out. Sorry, I need to put the camera down for a second because it's a bit difficult to exchange these. I'll put it down here for a second. So I will show you the other hand options here for the. Let's get the fist in for a second here. So here we go. So that's him with the fist. So kind of a fun fact, yesterday when I unpacked this, I thought that this fist would be a switch out for the left hand, so I didn't think that this was another switch out for the right hand, and of course it didn't fit, so I was really confused about it. Looked again in the package where I find another left hand switch out, and then went to the Prem 1 website and realized that indeed he doesn't have any left hand switch out, which you would expect usually. Prem 1 always, if you have a weapon, also gives you the option to have a closed fist. But in this case, obviously not. So that switch out here is also for the right hand, and he's making this kind of dominant pose here with the fist, like crushing something. Looking very cool in my opinion, but definitely the mother box is the way to go. Put you down here for a second again, and let's get you the bonus item in, which is this little guy here. So yeah, this looks pretty nice. So this little feller was used in a movie, as you remember maybe, to interrogate some of the humans and also the Justice League members. No, I think not the Justice League members, but some Atlanteans, right? So pretty cool. As a bonus item, definitely not worth the $300 for sure. Okay, so I will not show you this mother box in his hand, so you can just check it out. It's just a black cube. Doesn't make any sense to me to use this when you have the other one, to be honest. Okay, put it down again for a second, and let's exchange the full arm here for the arm pointing down. So the magnets on these arms are not that strong. I don't know whether it has a magnet at all, to be honest. So just has a peg in there, and it's a bit wobbly, but it holds, of course, nicely in there. So as you can see, this one here moves around a little bit, and you have a little bit of a gap here, but not too bad. Yeah, so that's him. That's a cool look, to be honest. Yeah, you have to decide whether this is worth $300 to you or not. If you go DX version, I think the look with the mother box in his hand is just better. This fist is super close to his, is basically touching his leg, so I don't know, would have been maybe better to have a little bit of a gap there. Yeah, but looking really cool. So let's get you a 360 here of this piece, and then we will finish this video. I hope you liked it. It's an awesome piece, although it's very gray. It would definitely stand out in the collection just for the massiveness of this piece. And great companion to Darkseid, of course, great companion to the Justice League line. This finishes the line. I don't think that we will get any further statues in this line. Would have loved to get a Nightmare Joker. We'll see, maybe it happens, maybe not. I don't know. If they release it, then I will definitely buy him. But for now, I'm super happy with this line. I will set them up in my new display space very soon, and then make further videos, of course, for you, for the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you around. Bye bye.